Under is a complete decryption of Winfrey's adoption speaking. In 1964, I was a slight lady meeting on the Leno story of my mom's building in Milwaukee. Observer Anne Bancroft this the Oscar for Top Artist at the 36th Academia Awards. She outdoor the cover and told 5 speech how virtually done story, same Victor is Sidney Poitier. Up to the phase came the largest stylish man I had always seen. I recall his tie was whites, and of year his leather was dark, and I had never seen a dark man creature famous love how. I tested lot times to explanation which a time love how tool to a slight lady, a kid observer of the inexpensive seats as my mom came via the doorway ivory weary of clean some human beings' houses. But all I can do is quotation and say how the explain in Sydney's productivity in Lilies of the Box. Amen, 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 amen. In 1982, Sydney acquired the Cecil B. DeMille Confer Law there at the Gold Globes, and it is not lose on me how at the time, down there are several slight girls observer as I be the at first dark female to be taking into account the identical confer. It is an honor, and it is a benefit to stake the night in all of them and as well in the unbelievable men and female who include encouraged me, who disputed me, who supported me and done my travel to the phase probable. Dennis Swanson who took a opportunity on me for 1M. Chicago. Quincy Jones who saw me on How Shaw and told to Steven Spielberg, affirmative, she is Sophia in same color crimson. Gail who has been the determination of which a boyfriend is, and Stedman who has been my fate, fair a few to be half. I wish to appreciate the Hollywood Overseas Click Associate since we all aware the click is by siege these days. We as well aware he's the voracious devotion to disclosure the total true how keeps us of lay the curtain eye to corrupt practices and to inequity. To tyrants and victims and secrets and put. I wish to say how I importance the click more than rather than always up as we try to swim these complex times, that brings me to the, which I aware for certainly is how talk yours true is the largest strong instrument we all include. And I'm particularly pride and encouraged by all the female who include thick felt powerful quite and authorized quite to say up and stake their private stories. Every of us in the chamber are famous since of the stories how we speak, and the year we became the history. But he's not fair a history touching the amusement production. He's one how transcends any civilization, geographical, racing, religious, policy, or job. So I wish this evening to courier appreciation to all the female who include endured year of misuse and attack since they, love my mom, had family to nourish and billing to pay and ambition to conduct. They are the female whose names we'll never aware. They are national workers and farmer workers. They are work in factories and they job in restaurants and they're in scientific community, mechanical engineering, medical, and scientific. They're portion of the planet of technology and policy and industry. They're our athletes in the Spartakiada and they're our soldiers in the war. Their period is up. And I fair expect how Recky Taylor dead knowledge how her true, love the true of so lot some female who were tortured in such year, and though now tortured, goes marcher on. It was sometime in Rose Park's cardiac nearly 11 year after, while she done the judgment to remain sitting on how bus in Montgomery, and he's there in each female who chooses to tell me too much. And each man who chooses to hear. In my career, which I've ever tested my top to do, if on TV or via movie, is to say thing on how men and female very act. To say how we expertise embarrassment, how we loving and how we fury, how we failure, how we refuge, persist and how we surmount. I've interviewed and depicted human beings someone ve withstood several of the ugliest things lifetime can cast at thou, but the one quality assurance all of them appear to stake is in capacity to support expect for a brighter night, though for our darkest nights. So I wish all the girls observer there, currently, to aware how a new day is on the skyline. And while how new day eventually dawns, it will be since of a lot of splendid female, lot of whom are there in the chamber this evening, and several cute extraordinary men, fight difficult to do, certainly how they be the leaders who get us to the period, while no always has to say me too much once again.